What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to Ben Travels TV. And coming up next, we head to sunny Tampa, Florida, as we tour Raymond James Stadium and Bucs Beach of the National Football League's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You guys aren't going to want to miss this one. You gotta stay tuned. All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so you get notified every time we drop a new video. Okay, so we're leaving St. Pete Beach, as you've seen on the previous episode, and we're actually headed to Tampa, Florida. So we are driving through St. Petersburg, Florida, as you can see now as we left St. Pete Beach. And as you can see, the landmark there, Tropicana Field, home to Major League Baseball's Tampa Bay Devil Rays. I did a video on that stadium as well. I'll put the link in the description. So we have to go across the bay. All right, we're going across Tampa Bay, leaving St. Petersburg, and we're going to Tampa, the city of Tampa, Florida. We are going to tour Raymond James Stadium, home of the National Football League's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, this is my team. This is my team from ever since I was a teen, when they switched to the pewter and red uniforms. And I think it was the 1997 season. Then they opened their brand new stadium, which you'll see here, Raymond James Stadium, in 1998, with the famous pirate ship that shoots off cannons when they score touchdowns. It's a beautiful stadium and one of the most popular stadiums in the entire NFL. So we arrived to the entrance of Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Bucs. As you can see, go Bucs, and Bucs Beach. All right, and this is what it looks like inside the stadium when it is a packed house. As you see all that red, you see the pirate flag logo, and that is what made me fall in love with this team back in 1997. All right, so being a Buccaneers fan for so long, when I was a teenager, I was a diehard sports fan. I was really into sports. Now, as an older man and a family man, I could care less really about sports. It's out of my system. I'm way too occupied as being in my profession, raising my kids, spending time with family and my wife. I really don't have the time to watch sports like I did when I was a teen. All right, I watch as much as I can and try to keep up with the teams, and watch the highlights or whatnot, or try to catch a game here and there, but I'm not diehard like I used to. All right, and I know the Bucs won the Super Bowl, I think 2020 and 2021 season. It was 2021, during the whole thing that happened that took over the world, and they had to play pretty much with empty crowds that year, and they ended up getting Tom Brady. Okay, so I'm not really a Tom Brady fan. I rooted against him when he was on the Patriots, him and Gronk and Belichick and Cheatgate and all that stuff. So I could not root for the Bucs when they had Tom Brady. I know he retired now, so I know I'm gonna piss a lot of Bucs fans off, all the diehards and the newer generation, but I can root for the Bucs again now that Brady is gone. All right, so now Raymond James Stadium, a beautiful stadium, right? It makes you feel like you're in Florida. It has that pirate vibe because Florida has a lot of pirate history, but Tony Dungy, back in 1997. The old Bucs, Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks, some of my favorite players. When Dungy turned that team around and built it from scratch, John Lynch, that's the Buccaneers that I grew up loving. Rondé Barber, Simeon Rice, Lynch, those are the guys Dungy brought in and built that team from scratch. Work done. Mike Allstott from the 90s all the way into the 2000s. Keyshawn Johnson as well, USC alum and great, and them winning the Super Bowl in 2003. So they built that team from scratch, added some free agents. Dungy unfortunately didn't get to win it with the team. He left a year before they won. And that's what made me a Buccaneers fan, was that 2003 team. The 2020 team, it was almost like cheat code. They brought in Antonio Brown, one of the best receivers in the league at the time, Gronkowski, one of the best tight ends, and then Brady, one of the best quarterbacks, who I always rooted against when he was with the Patriots. I can't stand the New England Patriots. And then you add Fournette from the Jaguars, and it was just cheat code. They won the Super Bowl automatically during a crazy year where everything was going on. So that Super Bowl to me really didn't mean anything. I was happy that the Bucs won, and it was for the newer generation and the diehard fans, the diehard Bucs fans, and of course the Brady fans. So I'm not a Brady fan, nothing against him being on the Bucs or anything, but for me, I have to keep it true to myself. Just like LeBron on the Lakers, I can't root for the Lakers with LeBron. I'm not a LeBron fan either, so I don't root for the Lakers, and I'm a Laker fan, right? Because LeBron's on there. Until he leaves, I'll root for him again and watch him. All right. So, but anyways, I watched a lot of players growing up. The Jags, I love the Jags in the 90s. Keenan McCardle, Jimmy Smith, Fred Taylor, of course, and those uniforms. Okay, as a teenager, I loved the uniforms. I rooted for Barry Sanders when he was with the Lions, and of course, Deion Sanders, primetime himself with the Dallas Cowboys. These are just Junior Seau, of course, being from Southern California, one of my favorite players as well with the Chargers. Rod Woodson with the Steelers, I rooted for as well. I just love football, love sports. Troy Polamalu, rooted for the Steelers when he was there as well. And then Warren Sapp, of course, going from the Bucs to the Raiders, and now me living in Arizona, I do root for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals as well. But the Bucs will always be my team. As you walk around Bucs Beach, you automatically get those West Central Florida beach vibes, right? With the palm trees, the lifeguard watchtower, the tiki stands, kind of like tiki bars. Like I said, the white sand, the flamingo. You have the chairs out there to hang out, and it's a photographer's dream, right? So beautiful stadium, Raymond James, one of my favorite stadiums in all of the NFL, especially inside with that pirate ship that shoots off those loud cannons when they score touchdowns. Beautiful stadium, lots of history here, and I think it starts with that team that Tony Dungy built from the mid 90s up until 2003 when he handed the keys up, when the keys were handed over from the Glazer family to John Gruden. That team was special, and that's what made the Buccaneers. Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, John Lynch, Rondé Barber, Simeon Rice, Booger McFarland, Dexter Jackson, Dwight Smith, Joe Jurevicius, right? Keyshawn Johnson, Brad Johnson, Mike Allstott, Warwick Dunn, Michael Pittman. That team was special from those years. Tony Dungy to John Gruden. Those are the Buccaneers that I remember and the Buccaneers that I love in the pewter and red. That's what makes this team special. The pirate ship, like I said, with the cannons going off. This stadium is special. All right, you guys. I'm going to check back with you guys in a little bit. So all that open grass area right in front of the stadium, as you see lot 1 through 3, this is where the parking is for Raymond James Stadium. So for WrestleMania events, for monster truck events, or whatever, concerts, whatever they have for the games, this is where the parking is, and the tailgating goes down for the Bucs as well. Okay, and really close here, we're going to be approaching the New York Yankees spring training facilities as well. And to my left across the street is George M. Steinbrenner Field, the late owner who owned the New York Yankees for a long time and now has passed on to his sons. But I didn't get that shot, but we will pass the spring training facility. But as you can see there's Gronk there on the wall there up against Raymond James Stadium. And as you can see, this is a massive stadium. Right. I didn't get a chance to go inside, but I did share you guys some videos from their social media accounts. So that way you guys could at least get a sneak peek. But it's not like you guys haven't seen Raymond James Stadium, but I'm sure there's some people who have not seen the stadium. So I just wanted to show you guys driving around. It's really close to Tampa International Airport as well, literally right down the street. And right here is where I said we will be passing the New York Yankees spring training facilities. I saw a New York Yankee logo. I think I saw a flag flying in as well. And I thought, let me see if I can get in here. But no, they had a security guy there. You have to get clearance to get in. So as you can see the Yankee logo there, I said, let me reverse. Back in Arizona, we can drive right into the spring training facilities and walk around and hang out all the time in Arizona. All right, so I'm not sure how it works in Florida. But anyways, guys, this video is coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of flashback from me giving you why I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one as we head to downtown Tampa, and we're going to have some more Cubanos, some Cuban sandwiches as well. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.